Okay, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to become a software engineer in 1 month, starting from zero. So, why learn to code now? Well, it's the highest leverage skill in the world right now. You can travel the world whilst earning 100 to 200,000 per year, and the financial upside if you build successful products is in the billions. So, what is the principle we're going to use here? KISS, keep it simple, stupid. You are going to build a product from day one. I'm going to put some links in the description, and you're going to follow those, and you're slowly going to increase your complexity over time. What you have to understand is that Google is your friend. So when you get started, anything else you want to add to your app, you're going to use Google. And you're almost in all cases going to find a solution. Through that process, you'll learn how that works. So next time, you'll know how to do it yourself. The other thing is you're going to apply selective ignorance. This is easier said than done. Your mind will naturally want to understand everything. Fight that. If you try to understand everything, it'll be like boiling the ocean. You will never make any progress. The most important thing is shipping code to real users. Okay, so here are the concepts that you're going to learn. First and foremost, where does the code that you write execute? This is the most important thing to understand about software. If you can understand what we refer to as the runtime environment and where the code runs, it will help you problem solve. So there's two pieces, front end and back end. The front end technologies you're going to learn is JavaScript, React, HTML and CSS, and then once you've cracked those, React Native for mobile. Ultimately, with these technologies, you can target billions of users around the world. You don't need to learn anything else. And then on the back end, which is code that runs in data centers, this is your database, storage, authentication, etc. You're going to build most of this code using Next.js API routes. Next.js will be linked in the description. Next.js is a framework that allows you to build web apps and backends in the same code base, and it simplifies a lot of this process. And ultimately, most products can be built on this technology. Also, the hosting environment for Next.js, which is called Vercel, which is also linked in the description, is completely free and really easy to set up. And then the last piece is the tooling. So this is the things you use to build the products. So the thing you're going to write the code in is something called VS Code, Visual Studio Code. You can install this on all operating systems. Then you're going to learn Git. Git is a version control system. It just allows you to, it's where you save your code, basically, over time. And you'll learn more about why keeping versions of your code is important, but you can just think of this as your kind of your Dropbox for your code. And then the last thing is just the bash terminal. So this is where you run local developer commands to maybe clean up code, run tests, save your code. That's it. You don't really need to learn much else. So these are the concepts you're going to learn, and the links in the description will increase in complexity. So you can just follow the first link, you can build your first web page, and then as you want to add extra features, you can increase the complexity. The next thing is my direct messages are open on Twitter. The username is INVThoughts. And if you get stuck at any of these stages, you can DM me. I will put you in the right direction and save you a bunch of time. Again, the core principles here matter. Selective ignorance, keeping everything very simple, and doing versus studying. Do not follow any courses. Do not follow any other method. Just do this. If you get stuck, DM me. And that's it. Thanks for listening.